One of the most infamous figures of the Roman Empire is Empress Messalina. As the third wife of Emperor Claudius, she was remembered as the most promiscuous woman in Rome, being labeled the nymphomaniac empress. Her sexual appetite was unparalleled, and her actions were often seen as perverse. Author Mikhail Bulgakov included her among the guests at Satan's Ball in The Master and Margarita, while Charlotte Bronte compared her to a German vampire in Jane Eyre. Messalina, Valeria Messalina, was just 18 in 38 AD when she married Claudius, who was 30 years her senior and had already been divorced twice. They were first cousins and descendants of Augustus' sister Octavia. For Claudius, marrying a woman from Octavia's line was a great honor, especially since his previous wives had not enjoyed the same prestige. However, for Messalina, the marriage may not have been as exciting. Claudius was considered an embarrassment to his family, with a number of shortcomings that resulted in isolation and disdain. Imperial Rome was not welcoming to those with disabilities, and it is hard to imagine that she would have been thrilled to marry someone who did not bring prestige. The couple quickly had 2 children, and Claudius controversially became emperor after the assassination of Caligula in 41 AD. He had to negotiate for 2 days to be accepted by the Senate. Thus Messalina, still in her 20s, became empress. Just weeks after her husband assumed the throne, she made history by becoming the first woman to give birth to a son of a Roman emperor. The main sources of information about Messalina's life are the historians Tacitus and Suetonius, who wrote about her centuries after her death, during a period of criticism of the early emperors. While Suetonius provides cursory descriptions, Tacitus offers a more detailed, but negative view. Messalina's early years as Claudius' wife are not documented in detail, and it is unclear whether her reputation for promiscuity arose early in her marriage. Roman society often viewed women as inherently corrupt. Roman law considered them perpetual minors, incapable of managing their own property. Opinions about Messalina may have changed over time, but when Tacitus begins his narrative in AD 47, he portrays her as a monster. The first mention of her describes how she manipulated Claudius to punish 2 rivals, Valerius Asiaticus and Poppaea Sabina. Messalina coveted the gardens of Lucullus, which Asiaticus owned, and spread rumors about an alleged affair between him and Poppaea, which resulted in Asiaticus's arrest and execution. Messalina often used the judicial system to exact revenge on those who challenged or rejected her. Her downfall, as reported by Tacitus, came in AD 48, when she became involved in an affair with the senator Gaius Silius. The nature of Silius's relationship varies in the sources. While Juvenal and Dio portray him as a victim, Tacitus sees him as an active accomplice. Messalina presented him with gifts of property, and the affair became public knowledge. They eventually married while Claudius was away from Rome, a shocking event for the time. Word of the event quickly reached Claudius, who was alarmed and decided to take action against the lovers. Claudius had Messalina arrested, but despite her situation, she tried to defend herself. However, her supporters, fearing that she would escape punishment, decided to take matters into their own hands and killed her in the gardens of Lucullus.